What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to my Detroit Hustle TV Live. We're going to give people a couple of seconds to come in the room. Let's get this thing started. I want to welcome everybody to my Detroit Hustle TV Live. Thank you for taking your time to come chill with us on a Saturday night. I want to shout out everybody checking us out on X at My Detroit Hustle. Be sure to give this broadcast a retweet to everybody checking us out on the MyDetroitHustle.com Facebook page and the MyDetroitHustle.com Facebook group. Share this video, leave a comment, check in, let us know where you're from, rep your city. Peace to everybody checking us out on My Detroit Hustle TV on our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And of course, super shout out to everybody watching on MyDetroitHustle.com. Welcome to My Detroit Hustle TV Live. Today we have a special guest who is no stranger to the platform. I've interviewed him on our YouTube channel, My Detroit Hustle TV, which you can find at My Detroit Hustle TV 6438. He's a very dope MC from Detroit, a straight edge rapper. He's an audio engineer, a disciple of hip hop, and an overall good guy. I'd like to welcome my brother, Mr.J. Let me bring him in real quick. Let's get this thing situated. There we go.
Yeah, buddy.
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh man, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the good introduction. I'm not really used to those, man. So I'm speechless, man. I really appreciate it, brother. I thank you for the opportunity, man. It's always a blessing to rock with you, man.
For sure, for sure. So it's been a minute since I talked to you. What you been up to?
Man, I mean, I know we're gonna get into it, but man, the new single's out, Detroit Vibes. Man, that's what I'm on. That's what I really want everybody to be on. Just good positive vibes in the city, just in the world in general. Working. I got some stuff coming this year, man. I'm really excited about, man. I'm really excited about it. Just grind it, man. I'm trying to get on your level, bro. I'm trying to get on your level.
What, old? You want to get old? That's the level I'm on. I'm on old man status.
No, man. You on your hustle, man. There's money over there. Shoot, you grinding, you hustle. There's money over there.
Everything good in the personal life?
Yeah. I'm blessed, man. Blessed, man. Praise Jesus, man. Everything is good. Man, thank God. No health issues. Just working, man, getting back in shape, man, eating good, eating better, man. Hey, everything is real good.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that. The thing about me is I'm either eating good or exercising. I can never do both at the same
time. Hey, yeah. You gotta have a healthy balance. Yeah, good working out, good eating. Yeah.
like I told my partner is older than me, and he looked great, and I was like, man, you playing basketball or whatever? And he was like, no, I just go to the gym. So I told him, I said, well, I keep a gym membership, I just don't go.
Shoot, man. Hey, say the word, man. I go with you. Shoot, we can go knock something out.
That's what's up. Now, as far as music, what you working on now? You got some new stuff coming?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I know last time we talked, I was talking about putting together this new project. It's called the Introverted MC Side B. And yeah, so it's gonna be a little quick EP. I just want to get that out the way. So right now, Detroit Vibes, that's the first single. And then yeah, man, gonna be shooting some new footage real soon, like within the next month or so. I'm trying something different. Like I'm really trying to really work on the marketing side of things, you know. But man, I'm telling you, OG, man, I'm looking real forward to it, man. I'm excited.
That's what's up. Now, you got a new video. Can you tell us about it?
Man, yeah, the new video, Detroit Vibes. Detroit Vibes. We shot the video back in the summer, actually. I want to say back in August. Um, Crazy thing. First off, man, shout out to my director, Spooky Films, man. Good dude. He did like the last maybe 3, 4 of my videos. Good dude, man. Real good dude. Yeah, man, yeah, good brother. We shot the video, man, and we picked some locations like, around the east side of Detroit, man, a little bit of downtown. um Man, it was really, like, no pun intended, but it really was good vibes, man. People was kind of like watching us do our thing. Cars was kind of honking like, yo, man, we y'all shooting the video? Yeah, we doing a little something. So you'll see like people walking through or driving past or whatever, putting their hands up. And man, it's real good energy that day.
Okay. So this is a new song off of a new project, right?
Yeah, yep, yes, sir. Yep. First single, yep, off the new project.
And it's available on YouTube.
Yeah, yep, the single, yep. The single is on got the official video on YouTube, Detroit Vibes. I just dropped a lyric video about a couple of days ago, so we got that up. Next I'm dropping a visualizer video for it. So man, I'm promoting I'm doing too much. I'm promoting the hell out of this thing.
That's what I like to hear. So why are you on that subject? I'm just getting back in the swing of things. What is the difference? What is a visualizer?
Um, so it's kind of like a official music video. So what you do is pretty much, it's like you can take a clip of something, right? Like you could take like any type of content, and then pretty much you just kind of loop it. So you take like a piece of footage and you loop it, and then pretty much you just have the song playing, in the background or throughout the video. So you're really not rapping to the song like a music video. You just take like a piece of clip and putting music behind it, and it all ties together. Yeah, that's pretty much what a visualizer is.
And the lyric video is something similar to that, except you have the words on it, right?
Right. Yep. Yep. The lyric video. Yep. I took some still footage of Detroit. Took some pictures of Detroit. Yeah, in and around the city. Well, I got the clips from other people, but it has everything to do with the city, and it just got the lyrics on the words. So hopefully, people can sing along and whatnot. Learn the song a little bit quicker.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm about to pull the video up. While I pull it up, you want to introduce the video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace, and love. Yo, this your boy MR D-Riot. We up. This is the latest single called Detroit Vibes. Detroit Vibes is the vibe. If you haven't checked it out, here we go. Hopefully you guys like it. Appreciate it.
That's what's up. It's
Yeah. I said we back, but we never left. Hey, what you say? I said we back, but we never left. I get it. Been here this whole time. I just wasn't paying attention. It's cool though. So get him, big dog. I got him.
So get him, big dog.
Kick back while you're watching the city shift, and when you bullets, that only means I'm in the midst. I came back to repair broken promises. I had to take back what's mine. I felt powerless. Now I'm dominant, walking my kilometers. They say I got high blood pressure from all the hollering. And don't think that I'm mad just because I'm the only rapper in Detroit who couldn't get a buzz. Now how do that feel? Detroit got all these trap boys and nobody is speaking to the youth. I keep it gully, Beanie Siegel with the truth. I'm giving you my Black Thought, Questlove, and my roots. I had a couple of lazy days, but now I'm back in that creative space. I'm Mr.J and I'm Detroit made, and I got a lot left in the gas tank. Let's take a ride, Jake. It ain't always all good, but it ain't bad, depending on how you look at it, fam. Be cool or we can get silly. You call it Detroit, but it's a different type of city. You feel me? Summertime, you can see them with the top out. Wintertime, they prepare for the long drought. Any minute, it can get silly. It's Detroit, a different type of city. You feel me? I'm in the hood like a neighborhood corner store, and I'm the type that'll give you what you bargained for. Never come tainted, too heavy to weight it. I'm off the Richter scale and I'm never outdated. Stay with a fresh cut, never can I rest up. East side where you gotta stay vest up. 6 mile bangers, 7 mile rollers. Some things never change from the youngest to the oldest. We from the ghetto, deep seekers. And I like my women black like Bahamadia. Back when they was natural. Think about Aaliyah, now these girls getting spread it around like gonorrhea. Not really tripping if you get offended, cause everybody get offended when you talk about religion. And they love to give you flowers when you no longer is.
Lovely, lovely internet playing games. Let's we got the gist of what is going on.
Yeah.
Tell them again where they can see it at.
Oh, my fault. I couldn't hear you. My bad, bro. I couldn't say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I said, tell them again where they can check it out at.
Oh yeah. The official video was on YouTube. You just type in, Mr.J.
You're not hearing
D-Riot Detroit Vibes. Yeah, Detroit Vibes. Yep. YouTube channel is my official YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Mr.J D-Riot, and it gets you right there. Streaming on all digital platforms, wherever you listen to your music from, you can find me in there. Just type in Detroit Vibes, and it'll definitely pick up.
That's what's up. Okay, now I heard you say that you shot around the city. What was those spots again in the city? Because I saw a lot of familiar things when I watched.
Yeah. My fault, brother. Yo, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I didn't know if I was fading out or
like we got
yeah,
some
but
type of delay going on.
Right, yeah. It's like I don't know if it's my end or.
Okay, I know what I'll do. I know what I need to do. I need to get rid of this. Are you hearing me any better now?
Oh yeah. That's yeah, I'm hearing you good now.
Okay, yeah. Something was going on with the video. That's what it was. Okay, so what I was saying is, you said you shot around the city. I saw a lot of familiar things. Where'd you say you shot again?
Yeah, we shot. We shot most of the clips on the east side. So the first clip with me sitting down, that was at a good friend of mine. His name is TJ. Watch Detroit. He got a platform called Watch Detroit on IG, man. Great platform where kind of like what you do a little bit, just display talent around the city and kind of interview artists and stuff. So he let me shoot around there. It was a church down the street. We got some clips there. We shot at the live. I think it's the live in room. He probably gonna get mad at me for mispronouncing it, but we shot there. We shot at a corner store that was I think it was on Jefferson, not too far from downtown. And it's crazy because across the street from there, Fox 2 was shooting. They were shooting their little footage, for the union workers or whatever. So we couldn't get them, but it was cool. We was in that area. And but no, the video came out really dope, man. Shout out to Spook for the video. Spooky Films for the video.
Okay. Yeah. And who came up with the concept for the video?
Man, I think it was mainly Spook. It was between me and the video director. Because once my man TJ from Watch Detroit, I hit him up, and now because Spook was like, yo, it'd be dope if we could just shoot in front of somebody's house, like just kind of have you sitting on the steps, like starting out your day, whatever. So I'm like, okay, where can we shoot? So I reached out to my man TJ, and he was like, yo, man, cool, man. You can film here. I'm like, yo, bet, man, appreciate it. So we just filmed on the outside, and then we pretty much just kind of scouted the area from there. So the church was down the street, other place was around the corner store was up the road, Jefferson. So everything kind of worked out. Did a video, I think we shot the video probably like less than 2 hours, maybe somewhere around that mark. And man, yeah, the visuals came out really dope, man. It came out really good.
Man, that's what I love about today's technology, man. When I first started recording and stuff, we were shooting low budget videos was like 10 grand.
Ooh.
I'm seeing these video directors have their little advertisements. I shoot for $300. I shoot for $150 and stuff like that. And for you to say that you shot a video in 2 hours, that is amazing to somebody like me.
Yeah.
now, in today's climate, how are you using music videos to promote your music? What I mean is, I can go spend my limited resources to make a video, put it on YouTube, and get like 5 views. So how do you go about making sure you getting that bang for your buck for making the video?
Man, that's a real good question. So what I've been doing is man, I've been really hooking up with like people who know how to really market it, and not paying for views. I don't want people to misunderstand the difference, because you could pay for views, but it's not going to be real. It's going to be bots and a bunch of BS. So you never want to go that route. But it's always good to partner up with people that's like, listen, we know how the algorithm works. We know how to take we know how to take a song or a video, push it to a specific audience, and then go from there. And it's funny, man, because like I get a lot of people hitting me up on IG, and like they'll post the song or the video on their page, and man, they may have a legit real following. So I may partner up with them, like, hey, can you I ain't got no shame. I'll post up with them and say, hey, if I pay you, can you post this on your page and get it to a better audience? Like, I probably can't reach that audience, but they could. And so it's like a good partnership. So I got no shame. I may go that route too. And so I've been trying to experiment with this Detroit vibe. So that's where the views mainly coming from my audience, and hooking up with other people who know how the algorithm works, and can get the video out there and getting real feedback, and not bots, not fake views and stuff.
So how do you go about filtering the people out? Because here's my thing. I get about 6, 7, 8, 9 messages in my DM a day saying, hey buddy, do you need organic marketing?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even answer, because it's so many of them that I'm like, man, this don't make no sense.
Right. Yeah. So my suggestion, and this is what I do, I always do my homework. So I get those too. You gonna get the bots, but I click on the page, I go to the website, I'm reading the frequently asked questions. Like, I'm asking everything before I just jump into that pool. And I do a pretty good job of like, nah, okay, this is fake, because it's more like a pay for play. And you want to stay away from that. But like with IG, you get real authentic people like you and I be like, yo, bro, I rock with your content. You mind if I post it on my page? Maybe small fee. This is what happens. This is what could happen. All right, cool, no problem. And then best case scenario, I even use Instagram, like you know how you can boost your posts. So I even boost through Instagram and Facebook to get out there too. So that way I know I'm getting the real authentic traffic and not just, you know, a bunch of bots. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because since I've been back in the industry, I've noticed that I would say 75 to 80% of the people that I have seen, I believe that all of their followers and streams and stuff are fake. Because if I let's say I do an interview with you or do some type of collaboration with you or whatever, and you got hundreds of thousands of followers, 20,000 followers, or something like that. And you know, I don't play around when it comes to marketing. I reach a lot of people. Nobody cares about these people at all. There's a few people that like my guy Devious One. I don't know if Canadians are just nicer than us, but when I send out stuff about him, so many people just reach out like, "Oh man, I love him. Oh, he's a great guy, and he's so talented, and this, that, and the other." But just about everybody else, nobody responds. Nobody gives a damn. So I'm seeing that a lot of what you see is not really what's real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts. Facts.
I know with this video, you're gonna chop that video up and create plenty of short form content with it. You got any new tricks or apps you've added to your toolbox to help make better shorts?
Oh man, absolutely, absolutely. You know, man, like I love like when you making shorts, and, you know, you see like a lot of short form content. They always got the words incorporated on the screen. You know, so that's big too. You know, in case people may don't want to click the audio button to hear, but they can see what's going on. So, you know, it's always good to have the words on the screen. You know, take little clips. Matter of fact, prime example, you know, shout out to Detroit Lions, you know, got to shout them out. You know, when they was battling the 49ers last week, you know, I used some of their footage in Lions clips and put my song behind it. You know, not using them, but just, you know, but I was using them, if that makes sense. So yeah, so you know, to go on with the vibe of the city, I'm like, yo, let me piggyback on the Lions and you know, congratulate them on what they doing, and then kind of using my little song in the background, you know, kind of like 1 and 2. So I kind of do that too, ways I can incorporate what I'm doing to what somebody else is doing, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, let's switch gears. I saw on Instagram the other day that you shared a lot of stories celebrating Sam Cooke's birthday. I know that you are way younger than I am, and Sam Cooke is before my time. So my question is, what does Sam Cooke mean to you, and how did you become aware of him at your age?
Ooh, man, brother, I love that question. So I admit I am a Sam Cooke stan, and I'm a Sam Cooke fanatic. So my brother, God rest his soul. So you know, I think I explained it on my our first interview. So by me growing up in a Christian household, so all we played was gospel music. So you know, Sam Cooke was a gospel singer at first before he crossed over to doing R&B. So we played a lot of, so that's how I was introduced, you know, from my parents and my brother. And then you know, we discovered that he did R&B as well, you know, when he crossed over and started doing secular music. So then we started playing his music in the crib, you know. It was one of the, like Sam Cooke was one of the few artists that even when he stopped doing gospel, we could play in the house. And ever since a kid, I just fanatic stand, you know, and I've literally been following him like since I first heard his music. And you know, he was one of the first black artists to have his own publishing, to have his own record label. He owned his masters. He always preached, you know, black ownership, black equality. He opened up doors for a lot of people. You know, he wasn't selfish. If he learned the business, he wanted you to learn the business and to get everything out the business as well. So I always admire I admire his vocals. I admire his songwriting, his production, and just being able to open up doors for other black artists and just artists in general and give them opportunities. And so yeah, he's definitely he definitely will always be one of my he definitely will be my biggest influence in my career and in life. I just admire him so much. So I admit I'm a fanatic. I am.
Okay. Yeah, I have an uncle, and coincidence, his name is Sam, my Uncle Sam. He loves Sam Cooke. He loved James Brown. And now that I'm old enough to understand, I was like, no, them was two of the baddest black men walking the planet back in the days, and they was all about empowerment, and they was getting their money and doing what they need to do. Shout out to my Uncle Sam, who's still rocking a Jerry curl right now. To this day, he still got
my man. My man, I fuck with that.
I feel like it's very important that we learn from those that come before us. I literally learned how to make music from listening to records I bought to sample. I don't play no instruments. I mean, when I was younger, I went to church, so you know, it seemed like every black boy sat on the drums and tried to play the drums in church. But I haven't had no formal training making any kind of music. And when I make beats, my thinking is if I sample, if I'm only sampling 4 or 5 seconds, you listen to a bass line that's 3 or 4 notes. I can play that. I can play a couple of things on the piano. I can take strings or whatever. So I make something that I will sample, but I learned how to do it by listening to the records that I was sampling. So I would listen to Sam Cooke for a sample, and then listen to the whole song and be like, man, this is out cold. Once you started messing around trying to play stuff and all that, you like, man, these guys are geniuses. So that's how I got to listening to music that is before my time, because as old as I am, I listen to music before my time. And it's funny because my son does too, and he's 16, and you come in the house and he's in the room listening to Bootsy Collins, and I'm like, man, my son is a weirdo. But I bought records to make beats, and while I was digging in the crates looking for samples, I started falling in love with the songs I planned on sampling, and that's how I learned how to make music. The fact that you recognizing those that came before you, that to me is a sign that you on the right track, that you get it. And one of the things I like about music today is that let me stop. You got it. That's important. So, as far as music today, the things that I like about music today is that a lot of the artists, the hip hop artists, are more real than they were in my day. Today's rappers, they feel free, like they use their government names. They have jobs and families and aren't ashamed to show it. They're not ashamed to show that they're real people. And I think that's cool. Because in my day, it was more street. More people had street names and aliases. Nobody knew nobody's name. You didn't know their government name. It wasn't cool to have a job. You had to act like you was a hustler or like you was making $1 million rapping when really you ain't never made a dime in your life. Today, I like seeing my favorite rapper is actually a family man or family woman. I like seeing this dope MC is an architect or a teacher and is into hip hop because he loves it, not necessarily because he's looking to make a career. He or she might not even be looking for a record deal. He's just doing his thing for fun, and I think that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, you stand on being a straight edge Christian drug free rapper. That's a pretty unique stance in hip hop. Then you talk to us about that.
Yeah, I love it because everything you said pretty much just pretty much sums up just being authentic. Because I think the thing with because I obviously I grew up on 90s hip hop. We didn't have they didn't have like the internet and technology that we do now. So it was like a persona back then. And it was interesting seeing them out of their character as far as being an artist. Just seeing them regularly at home chilling, or it could be something in the car or on a plane or something. It's cool seeing them out of their element. I think now with phones and cameras, people just you can just tape anything. You can record anything, and you got folks who you got artists recording themselves at the job, and just being, how they say, regular people. So me being straight edge, me being drug free, it's really all about the authentic, being your authentic self. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I got a 9 to 5 too. I think I'm Mr. 9 to 5. I done worked everywhere from Walmart to Myers to I worked I worked at Toys R Us for a little bit, unloading the trucks. Shit, I think we both can agree, man. Music costs. To make music really costs.
Oh,
So so whether you're doing home studio or you recording from somebody else stuff, but I just think being authentic is the way now. I think it's cool that we can take off the mask and say, yo, man, we regular people too, man. I got a 9 to 5, but I'm still gonna rock the mic later on tonight. I know how to switch it on and off. Cause it's funny because when I'm at work, I don't really talk about like hip hop or whatever. Like I'm just plain David at work. But then when I get off work, like right now, I transform into Mr.J and I get into my hip hop shit. So it's cool being able to switch them on and off. I think being authentic is the best way to go these days, especially with technology. And the thing is, like, even if you fake, people can really expose you real quick because they like, man, that ain't you, bro. You work at Target or whatever. Right. So it's best to be like, yeah, I work at Target and I rap. So what? That's what I do. Instead of trying to act like you don't work at Target, you just that dude, and you really not. So instead of getting your car pulled, just play the cards that you got.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's I think I wrote about this on my website. Another thing that this generation has that is a great opportunity is the gig economy. When I was coming up, part of the reason that I'm probably not a world famous rapper, besides good luck, is I always was a hustler, but I always worked. Yeah. So when people would get up and just, we going to California to try to meet Dr. Dre, we going to sleep on the park bench to go to New York, I didn't do that because I had a real job. I was in my early 20s with a house, car notes. So I wasn't about to just get up and just do whatever. But today, man, if I was a young guy rapping, I would be Ubering, DoorDash, and do whatever, because you can make, if you want to get money, you can get money. And then if you want to take off and go to New York, you can take off and go to New York. Because that's a huge trap, is when you get locked in cars and houses, and then you want to be fresh and this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, you done lost track of what you're doing. And that comes with everything, whether you want to go to college or be an investor or whatever. You get caught up in making that money right now, when it's not towards what you're trying to do with your life, you'll mess around and get sidetracked and miss your opportunity.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
So now that I'm a grown man, I understand how images and messages in hip hop affect our youth. I'm gonna tell you, when I was young, I made some of the most vile, crazy hip hop in the world. But I'm a grown man now, so I understand. I understand the images and the messages in hip hop. So, how do you feel about the way things like conspicuous consumption, violence, and promiscuity are promoted in music, and how they affect our youth today?
Oh man, man, that's a great question. I always been conflicted on it, because it's like, so I take me for example. So I'm really from Detroit. I'm really from the East Side, 6 Mile. But truth be told, I never been a street dude like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really consider myself a street dude. So it's like, so on one hand, I always respect where people come from, like their environments, and people are really from the trap. People really be out here putting in work like that, and they speaking their truth. But I always felt like, man, it's a different side to it. I always feel like, okay, even if you're from the trap, you don't gotta glorify the trap. You know,
Right.
if that's where you from, I respect it. No fake shit. I respect it, but you don't have to glorify it. Like speak your truth, but then maybe tell the youth, hey, there's another route. Like matter of fact, prime example. I said it in Detroit Vibes. I said, Detroit got all these trap boys, but nobody's speaking to the youth. Like, okay, that's your life, and I get that, but tell the young kids, hey, there's another way. You don't have to go down this route. Um, Nothing wrong with pushing education. There's nothing wrong with pushing sports. There's nothing wrong with showing them just different alternatives. Hey, if you into the weed, that's cool, but don't have a young boy, rolling up with you. Like, keep them out of that.
Right.
And because the babies, man, they see what we do and they mimic that. And
Right.
the more they respect, the big brothers, the dads or whatever, they really, God bless them, they don't know any better. So they like, yo, my dad did this, my big bro did this. So I guess this is the family business. Nah, you can break the cycle. You can get an education. You can get a 9 to 5. You can create
Right.
a legal hustle. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. So I respect, like I said, I respect where people come from. I respect everybody's environments, Detroit, Miami, New York, wherever. They in the trap. I get it. But that doesn't have to be the final message to the kids. You can, I feel like as us as elders, we can just teach the babies another way. We don't have to glorify what we do. And because we confuse the kids that way, because they don't know any better. They think, like I said, big bro did this, so I'm gonna do it. Nah, big bro should tell little bros do something better.
Right.
So yeah.
I feel like we kind of lacking as far as like I hate to keep saying in my day. I hate when people be like, "Well, back in my day," but back in my day, I got uncles as drug addicts. I got uncles that smoke and drink. But the difference between them and people today is my uncle would say, "Man, I'm killing myself. These cigarettes ain't good for me. You should stay away from it.
Right.
I'm on drugs. You shouldn't do this, man. I ruined my life." Today,
Yep.
people don't want to take responsibility, and they will sit there and be like, "Yeah, drugs is the way because I take it." Cause you know what I'm saying? They don't want to embarrass themselves,
Yep.
and that's terrible, man. That's terrible. Even though you supposed to, most of the time, you gonna do what somebody does instead of do what they say. But at least they have enough sense to be like, "Oh no, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this." But
Hmm.
we go out here this today, people just they don't take responsibility for nothing, and they start making excuses because this is the thing. Most rappers, and I'm a rapper, first thing they will say is, well, there was violence before hip hop. It's just music. And that's true. But this is the thing, it's a fact. It's a fact that from the time you come out the womb till you're about 7, 8 years old, you are being programmed like a computer. So I'm a grown man and I'm conscious. So if I hear some gangster rap, it don't affect me the way somebody when your subconscious is wide open and you just putting all this stuff in there. Because these kids, they think stuff that we don't even think because they've been exposed to all this stuff and it's in their program. Your subconscious, you are just like a computer. 95% of what you do, you don't even think about it. It's automatic. So this stuff is being programmed into them. They're not thinking about it. It's just like your heart pumping, you breathing. You don't think about breathing. You don't think about your heart pumping. That's automatic. That's part of your program. We are programmed in our youth with the things that we think. And when they are in the formative ages, that's when their subconscious is wide open and we putting that stuff right into them. So no, we can't just say it's just me. And these are facts. This is not an opinion. This is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So we got this rapper D1. Are you familiar with D1?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I rock with D1 heavy. Absolutely.
He's been making a lot of noise for calling out some of our rappers by name. And a lot of these rappers don't like it one bit.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these rappers have clapped back at him. And I even heard a few veiled threats at him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with D1 as far as feeling like our entertainers need to be challenged to be more responsible when it comes to some of the messages they push to our youth?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Wholeheartedly. Just piggybacking what I said a little bit. So like I know when he like I know one of the people he was getting at was Jim Jones for a little bit. And again, by us being older, we can listen to Jim Jones and not feel like we gotta do what he did. We're a little bit older, so we can decipher like, okay, yeah, it's hip hop, where it's rap and whatever, and turn it off, and it doesn't affect us subconsciously.
Right.
But I'm just using Jim as an example. But by Jim being older, yeah, it does play effect on the newer kids, like the kids that's in high school right now or in their early 20s. They're looking at that like, they'll look at somebody like a Jim Jones and be like, yo, I want to be that. I want the money. I want the success. I want the women. I want this. I want that. And they're not knowing the life that comes with that. They're not understanding the responsibility because, and again, not picking on Jim, but just using as an example, he may not tell you what comes with that life. He just kind of just glorifying the life. And I think a lot of rappers do that. They glorify the life, but they don't tell you what's the backlash from it.
Right.
So, again, they'll put the drugs in your hand, no problem, and say, hey, work for me and I pay you a little bit. Little homie don't know any better. He just trying to make some money. He thinking it's innocent, but OG ain't gonna tell him like, hey, look, this is what happened if you get caught. This is what happened if somebody try to rob you. This is what happened. They don't take you down that path. So yeah, I think as artists there is a responsibility that we should have on the type of content that we put out, because you never know who's listening. And it's crazy, as we get older, music kind of gets younger and younger, meaning like a new younger audience. So they can't decipher like we can,
Right.
like because real talk, like it's funny. One of my favorite rappers, and ironically, is Chief Keef. The young kid was coming from Chicago. I still fuck with his music, and I know people wouldn't think so, but by me being older, I know how to listen to it and not listen to it.
Right.
But for a while, they was tearing up Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chicago. I love Chicago. But it just, yeah, I think there is a level of responsibility that we should have as artists, and we got to be very cautious of what we putting out, and let it, at least OG letting the young kids know what could happen if they continue to walk down this road. At least tell them that, If we're not telling the young kids that, the younger generation, that we're doing them a disservice, because we're actually leading them down that road. So yeah, I definitely agree with D1 and his message. And the truth, for the most part, it always scares people. So that's why they kind of clapping back at him, you know. But I hope he continue to spread that message.
Right, because to be honest, they have pretty much made themselves look like fools with their responses, at least to adults that know what's going on. Like I heard Rick Ross talking about giving away turkeys and stuff like that. I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about here, but
Exactly. Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
And he's done some good stuff like the joint he do made called Back to Block. I really respect that type of stuff. But that goes back to what I was saying earlier when you just say, you know what, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You should at least tell the kids, okay, don't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm doing it, but I'm grown and I can make this decision and I can deal with the consequences. But if I was you, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Simple as that. And my son, he likes the Chicago rappers. But the difference is I go in, I don't censor him, but I come in and I talk to him about that kind of stuff all the time. But like if we are in a family setting, and I got some wild family. If somebody is getting drunk and falling all out and acting crazy, I pull my kids to the side and say, "You see why she doing that? That comes from drinking alcohol. You want to drink alcohol? You want to be like that?" And a lot of grown-ups feel like I'm talking about them and they don't like that I do it. But it's more important to me that these kids understand what's going on so they are not fooled, so they can make a good decision. I don't care about how you feel. I don't care about your reputation or something. If you want to get out here and act a fool and pass out in front of everybody, or go and get into a brawl every time you go out because you drunk and high, and that's fine. But I'm going to tell the kids with examples. You can see there's no clear example. You see that guy right across the room, your sister, your brother, your uncle. That's what he did, and that's why you don't want to do it, because when you talking, they can't really hear it. But when you see it, and all of the kids come to me now because I know they entertain, but I'm gonna tell you the real.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's a I like that. I like that. That's a perfect way. Like you said, they hear us, but they actually point like, yo, you see the results from drinking alcohol or drugs or whatever the case. Like, yeah, like
Right.
you see it firsthand. Like, yo, you still want to walk down that? And
Right.
it's so I like that. I like that. And that's what I'm saying. That's what's up. Because it's funny because I always hear people say, I can't wait to be 21, man. I can finally drink. And again, I ain't knocking nobody, to each his own, but I laugh because it's like, damn, that's what you're looking forward to, to be 21. Like, all right, okay, like, do your thing, but man, like, I don't know, maybe somebody should have walked you down that road and show you how these cats be acting when they get turned up like that.
Yeah, I talked to them about everything. I talked to them about relationships, everything. Because I didn't have nobody to tell me this type of stuff. I didn't have nobody to tell me, okay, we young men, we want women that look a certain way and their behinds hanging all out and all that, and it looks great. But wait till you get her home and have kids with her. Wait till you try to build a family with her. We don't. Nobody told us that stuff, so I tell them. And all adults can't stand me, but I tell them because they need to have this information. And before I leave the planet, I want to fill them with everything that I learned, because I lived a lot of life and a lot of life very fast. So I want to make sure that they know everything that they need to know, so that when I leave, they standing on my head instead of starting over. We can at least do that. We can at least do that. If we can't, maybe we can't give them a whole lot of financial resources or something, but at the very least, you can empty all that information into them, because that's what you're supposed to do when you get older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I like that. I love that. Yeah. That's where it's at right there. That's it. That is it.
Okay, so we checked out the video. We talked a little bit of business. What's the next thing we can expect from Mr. J?
Man, next thing, man, Lord willing, in the next, I say, maybe month or so, I'm gonna drop a new single, new video. Cause to be honest with you, OG, I really want to take my time with this Detroit vibes. And so it's crazy, man, cause for me as an artist, man, and I'm so used to creating music, creating content, and putting it out. So I'm just really, like I said, taking time with the marketing. But new music, new videos. I want to get back on stage. I probably haven't been on stage in maybe like a year or so. But it all comes back, once I get on there. But yeah, definitely new music, new visuals. I just want to just keep creating content, so when somebody check, like if something catch fire, they can come to my page and be like, damn, bro been posting like every day. Bro been really, trying to get out there. Hey, at least he trying, you know what I'm saying? At least he, so I'm just more content, more vibes, more good energy. That's what I'm looking forward to in the near future.
And I feel like that's the way. You gotta keep pushing that song, man. What I don't like, so many people are devaluing their music. Like I heard an artist say, I put out so much music because when I send it to the mix show DJs and they just play it once. So you gonna make 30 songs and they just gonna play it once. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta market your own stuff, man. Make your content and put your music in it. And do it over and over and over again. I know that things have sped up, but you have the opportunity to promote that song every day. You can't just. I mean, I see people. I saw a guy drop like 30 different reps in 30 days and all that kind of stuff. That's stuff that can be monetized, and you just giving it away, and that's why there's no value on the music anymore. Because we just giving it away.
Yeah. It's crazy because I think I remember like because I did it too. Like back when like the mixtape scene was like real heavy, and everybody was putting out mixtapes and just flooding the market for free. Because it's like at one point it seemed like a perfect strategy because you're just trying to keep everybody's attention, like you're trying to keep the spotlight on you. But then, I think music today, and I admit it as an artist, it's so oversaturated. Like you said, man, we just give it away, and it's such a yin and yang because it's like you can never have enough content, but then too much is still too much. So it's like it's still got to be a healthy balance, especially when you're trying to promote something, man. And that's crazy. Yeah.
The good thing is you can promote your song for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
My approach to putting out music is I'm thinking like the major labels. The major label will give you $1 million, and you thinking you getting over on them, but you're not, because they gave you $1 million because they gonna own this for 30 years or 40 years. They not looking at I need to make this $1 million back this year. They not looking at that. They don't care if you never get hot. Over the life of them owning that song, they gonna get their money. Somebody else, you might not have sold nothing, and somebody else come hear the song and sample it or come and do it over, and they gonna make money all over again. So the value, there's value in these songs, and that's why I'm really trying to go out here and make sure that I let these kids know, do your paperwork. If you sampling, clear them samples, do whatever, because most of these people, I mean, I hear so many samples, and I know these people ain't clearing these samples. So
Right.
you complaining about Spotify not paying you, but guess what? If you ever do take off, somebody coming to take all your money anyway. You're not gonna get a dime. You're not gonna get a dime. You're not gonna get a dime. Now they'll let you put it out, and they'll let you be on there as long as you getting 5 streams and all that. But let that thing take off. They coming to see you, homeboy. They come in the city, and once you have put it out without clearing the sample, they not coming to negotiate. They taking 100%.
Yeah.
You get nothing. So once your little show money and stuff is over, that's it.
Yeah.
Ask Peter Gunn.
Yeah. Yeah. That's facts. That's facts.
You got any new collaborations or new producers you're gonna be working with on the next project?
Man, shout out to my guy, William Big Feed, man. Shout out to him. He the one that produced Detroit Vibes. Fun fact, man, he was actually supposed to been on it, and but he was kind of having some health issues. So I kind of sat on the song for a little bit, and then he gave me his blessings to finish it up. So yeah, so hopefully I'll be working with him in the near future. Man, I just got some new beats emailed to me this week. I got to go through them. It's crazy, man, because I've been getting, like, I guess Detroit Vibes is kind of taking off. People checking it out on IG. So they like, yo, man, you need beats. So I'm like, yeah, man, just send them to me, man. Just hit the email and I go from there. So definitely looking to work with new producers. Man, I love collaborating. With producers, artists. So I'm hoping that more opportunities to come. And yeah, man, just more music and more life in the near future.
That's what's up. So you don't have like a go-to producer right now. You just getting them from everywhere or whatever.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Man, I always wanted an in-house or go-to producer. But yeah, man, to be honest with you, man, I haven't been blessed to find one. So if I hear something I like, I reach out and then pay them for the beat, and we work out the negotiation, and just kind of go from there. But yeah, pretty much, man, I just been getting my beats from random places. I ain't even gonna lie to you, OG.
That's what's up. All right, well, this came out just about perfect because we coming up on an hour, and I know IG is gonna cut us off at an hour. Let the people know one more time where they can check you out at.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, peace. I go by the name of Mr.J, D-Riot. The new single is called Detroit Vibes. And man, I just wanted to create something that the people of Detroit can just really appreciate. And the beauty of it is, like, the irony, you don't even really have to be from Detroit. It's just the overall good song, I feel like. And but yeah, it's streaming on all digital platforms, wherever you get your music from. Type in Detroit Vibes, or type in Mr.J, I'll pop up. YouTube, of course. Got the video out. So I'm here, I'm competing. And man, I just really hope people continue to check out the song and really get something from it.
Okay, that's what's up. I was trying to pull this video up and take us out with the video. We'll see if this computer is gonna work or not. But if not, we told them where to see you at. We gonna get up out of here. Of course, look forward to talking to you again. You're one of my guys. That's the purpose. That's the purpose of networking and whatnot.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I'm a creative person, and I get ideas. Like, I get ideas from marketing and content and stuff like that. The same way that a rapper gets ideas for songs and beats and stuff like that. So part of the reason that I started making music again is because I got so many ideas and I want to try them out. But my initial idea was to meet a decent group of rappers or business people or whatever, so I could call them up and be like, man, I got an idea, let's try this. So that's how I started doing the interviews, and this thing that we're doing right here, simulcasting across different platforms. When I came up with the idea, I'm like, who I'm gonna call? Let me call one of my guys, and that's why I hit you up. That's the purpose of what I'm trying to do. I love making content. I love marketing and all that kind of stuff. I'm starting to enjoy making music again too, but this is what I like to do. And I prefer to be able to be like, man, I got an idea. Let me call somebody, let's put this together and see how it turn out.
Oh man, for sure, man, for sure. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, man. Yo, anytime you need me, brother, I'm here for you. Anytime. I really appreciate it.
That's what's up. All right, man. Well, I guess we're gonna get up out of here because YouTube is not acting right. But I would definitely get on the live in the near future and play the video again.
I bet. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, man. Peace and we out of here from my Detroit Hustle TV Live. Shout out to everybody.
Peace.
We out of here. I think has it told you to has it told you that well actually we still live. You gotta wait for this thing to cut off. This thing act like it don't want to cut off. I'm gonna